used to follow the crowd.
Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy ᴜᴜᴜᴜᴜ here. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning, but I couldn't sleep. My mind has just been ringing since we got the news about AKA. Before I start this video, I'd like to just convey condolences, prayers, strength, and love to family and friends. And anybody who was triggered by this. It had been exactly a year after Ricky's passing. So strength and love to those as well who are still healing and still processing that loss as well. So, my first video I did with relation to my song, I Don't Know Peace, and I kind of centered it around relationships. This one's a bit less intentional. I think this one is more of a situation where I didn't want to speak, but I felt like besides the show having to go on, I just felt like, sometimes purpose requires you to get out of bed at odd hours. Sometimes purpose requires you to speak when you don't feel like it. So I'm happy to be here right now. And I just want to talk about the one topic that I didn't see coming until like later on. And I feel like I still need a lot more in terms of equipping myself with the right knowledge, and when I say right, I mean like the right time for me to know it, with the knowledge to really delve into this topic, but I will use what I have at the moment. And that topic is death. Now, I'm in a place in my life where I've been learning a lot about consciousness and just being present and knowing that I am a conscious being, just above and beyond being my physical self. And I understand that I am eternally conscious. I exist outside the bounds of time. And this is all theoretical. This is stuff I've been learning. This is stuff I've been enlightening myself with, between readings, between God, and God can be whoever you want him or her to be to you. I believe it's a personal relationship. And I feel like as a conscious being, I exist outside of the bounds of time. So when my cycle is up, or my cycle is finished on this realm or this plane, I will move on to the next. My spirit will transfer to the next life cycle, right? That is what I have been learning, and that is what I resonate with as it stands, I believe I'm ever changing. I believe I am a malleable entity. I'm flexible. I'm ready to shapeshift when I need to shapeshift, to suit my environment, to suit the point in time that I'm in. I just believe that nothing is nothing stays the same, And by virtue of that, those theories and that kind of learning, it pushes you toward a place where you should not be fearful of death, because you're essentially going to live on beyond this time. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm still going to go through life. I'm still going to experience pain, experience joy, experience all the good and bad things on many levels that I cannot comprehend right now. And those experiences will push me deeper into that kind of understanding with relation to the spirit, the universe, God, and myself. And that is on a spiritual level. But on a physical level, it's difficult to overlook or to kind of not turn a blind eye, but kind of like exist above it all, you know, because we deal with these things on a daily basis, you know, disturbances, you know, the very things that prevent us, and I'll speak for me all the time, I'll always speak for myself, but the disturbances that prevent us from finding peace, you know, and the death of a loved one, the death of an idol, the death of I think anybody dying really will never not be startling, you know, it'll never not be a situation where you're taken aback. You know, and my physical mind is caught between, so I am caught between my physical mind and my spiritual mind. And by the way, I'm very comfortable with where I am, and I love that because it means there's more to learn, there's more to engage with, more to dive deeper into. And I would like to, look, I was literally just about to say, for however long it takes, I'm okay with that. But a small part of me, the physical part of me, feels like, you know, I don't know how much long I have. But I think that's a very egotistical perspective, because I'm thinking of it in a way that wants me to experience it while I'm still on this plane. Maybe because I want to be seen to achieve those levels, you know, and I think that's my ego coming through there, which is cool. You know, it's my reality. I need to deal with my truth right now. But, you know, it's not to say I can't learn those things beyond this physical realm. Because at the end of the day, I'm a being, right? And I think there's a huge difference between being and knowing. And right now, I'm in a place where I'm acquiring information. I'm opening up my mind to different perspectives, different disciplines, different discourses. And I feel like I'm going to know quite a bit, you know, to equip myself, you know, with the knowledge that I need to connect with my beliefs, my values, my principles, my soul, things that I love, things that I don't really like. You know, and just trying to be in a place, trying to get to a place where not everyone has to be my friend and not everyone has to be my enemy. But on a human level, we can connect temporarily and we can separate, you know. without any attachments, so to speak, because, I've been learning that nothing belongs to me on this planet. I'm a vessel, I'm a visitor, and at the end of the day, I'm going to leave most of the things that I'm going to leave most of the things that I interact with, the things that I call my possessions. But yeah, back to the thing of death is that there's a difference between knowing and being. And right now I'm in a place of knowing. And I think being consists of not thinking, not trying. You just are, Shout out to those who have reached that place, and are reaching that place and are striving to get to that place like me. And, while I feel like I know the information that should bring me comfort in the knowledge that death isn't the end, my physical self can't help but still be fearful of death. And I think my ego has a lot to do with that, because I don't know. I have a very close person to my heart always says to me, life is long. If you haven't really experienced what you thought you would experience in your teens, life is long. Missed out on something in your 20s, life is long. And you do get to see that maxim kind of confirm the truth of it all. That maxim confirms itself as a truth, because you do see it in pieces. People get to flourish later on, people glow up later on, people meet the loves of their lives later on, people meet themselves later on, people meet God later on. But I'm learning, and especially in light of the deaths that have been happening, I feel like life is long, but it's not guaranteed to be a long one. You know what I mean? And that creates a sense of uncertainty and discomfort inside of me, because I feel like, of course there's a lot of work I still need to do, but I feel like, it's that tug of war between the physical and the conscious. And it's just like, oh man, like people's lives are preordained, by God or the universe. And whatever journey is set out or mapped out for you has already been decided when it's going to start and when it's going to end, right? This stuff happens above us. We have little to no control. And that can make a person living in the physical realm really feel uncertain. And I want you to know that if you're feeling uncertain, if you're feeling unsafe, you're feeling without purpose, you're feeling like you're just floating, it's okay. It's cool. While life might not be guaranteed to be long, the present can be as long as you want it to be. You just need to tap in. And I'm also still learning how to do that. So, that is death in a nutshell from my perspective. Feel free to share your perspective. Drop some love in the comment section if you don't really have anything to say. Feel free to DM me if you want to holler at me about something, but please do download I Don't Know Peace. I released it on Friday. I had no idea, of course, that we would lose one of the greatest musicians we've ever had in this country. And I hope that everybody finds the healing that they seek. If you know, if you just want to talk, reach out to me. I'm always here to talk. It's your boy ᴜᴜᴜᴜ. Have an amazing week. Love and light. Peace.
Some still trying, some giving it up. A lot of us dying, some living it up, but we don't know peace. I gotta figure it out. I was my worst